All right, now variables are something that I was originally going to skip, but then I looked into and I kind of love them. Let's say you need to make 500 banner ads. So I have a really amazing banner ad right here. Pants deal. It's a deal on pants. It's a special deal only for people at website and at this URL. So let's say that you want to make 500 banners that are customized for each of the websites you're going to, and you have a list of them. Say, you're seeing my song list there. So for Flickr, for Yahoo, for Tumblr, blah 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 blah, and you want to make it so this image automatically customizes for all of them. Just like in an instant, you generate 500 different images, or in this case, 26 different images. As opposed to going through and changing this text one by one, Photoshop actually has a way to automate it, and it's called variables. And it's actually a really cool feature. Let me say this. There's a bunch of different ways you can use variables. You can actually use it for swapping out images. You can use it for more than changing text. My suggestion, keep it simple. I would suggest only using it for text, because the moment you go with swapping out images, you run into the very real possibility of it not working correctly. So let me show it to you for text. If you feel like, oh my God, I want to use a thing where it changes 16 different images, it can technically be used for that, but I just think it's going to break, like the chances of it's breaking doing it that way are more than it's worth. So I've set up an Excel file. This is the site, this is the URL, this is the site, this is the URL. You get it. And I can't actually use an Excel file because that doesn't work. I need to save it in like this weirdo format, file save as, and the weirdo format is tab delimited text, which just basically means it's a text file with tabs in it. So so that's just, it's located like in the boonies of file saving things. So I'm just going to do that right here. I'm going to click save. Yep, lots of options don't work. And now I have a file that looks like, hold up, let me just get to it right here. It looks like this. So you can see it's just site, tab, URL, Flickr, tab, discount. Got it? Okay. You understand how text files work. Great. That's all you need to know right there. Okay, so I have this file right here. Let's get back into Photoshop, and I'm going to go into Image Variables Define. So just watch this, and you'll see what's happening. At the end, you'll be like, oh, that's cool. Let me watch it again because I don't understand what just happened. So layer that I want to change is the URL layer, and I'm going to give it a variable name of URL. And then I want this site to change. So again, like just stick with me here. This is really cool. So I'm going to say, okay, so now I've applied something to a variable to the URL on the site. Yay. And now I'm going to go, so that was define. I'm going to go to data sets. I could also have just gone this way right here, but whatever. And I could in theory, add a bunch of things right here, but we've already created a file right here. So website list 2, open, encoding automatic. Okay, so site and URL, and remember that the site and URL of this right here, the variables that we applied right here are exactly the same as what they were in this file. Same capitalization, no special characters, all lowercase. You could technically use uppercase, but just keep it simple. It needs to be exactly the same or it'll all break. I'm going to hit OK. And nothing is going to happen because this is a freaking confusing tool. So variable, define, data set. Great. And now we go into export data sets as files. So that was file, export data sets as files. Let me select a folder. So pants sales. Why not? I'll put it in here. All data set, and then the name will be pants _ data set name. Looks good. Okay. And now what we've generated, and you'll be like, whoa, that's crazy. Pants Amazon, Pants App Annie. Just going to open these up, and here, let's just open these up in Photoshop. Pants deal, a special deal only for people at App Annie. Discount.com/App Annie. So you can see the potential of this right here. It's kind of incredible. And just to reiterate that, because I know that was a lot of steps right there, the only things that matter right here are this layer and this layer. And we're saying that the text is going to change for each of these. And the text of site is going to change. The text of site is going to change to everything that's in this column, and the text of the URL is going to change that to everything that's in this column right here. We saved it as the weirdo text delineated file or delimited or something. What was it? Tab delimited text file. Yeah, that old thing. And then we messed with it in image variables define to say that this layer is to this and this layer is to this for the two variables right there. And then data sets, we were able to import that tab delimited file. And that did nothing until we went all the way into File, Export, Datasets as files. So that is potentially really, really powerful if you need to export a lot of things. So that's a really cool use case for that.